Listen to me closely. I know what you're thinking. I know what goes through your head when you're standing in the grocery aisle at a bag of chips that costs more than a tank of gas used to. You're thinking, am I going crazy? Or did this bag used to be bigger? You get home, you open it up, and it's 70% nitrogen, 30% potato. You feel like an idiot. You check your bank account, and even though you got that 3% raise this year, you feel poorer than ever. Well, grab a drink and pull up a chair, pal. Because Uncle Jacob is here to tell you something very important. You are not crazy. You are being robbed. We are living in the golden age of the great ripoff. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a business model. And for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how the system is picking your pocket, shrinking your lunch, breaking your phone on purpose, and laughing all the way to the bank. Welcome to the real world. Part 1. The Food Conspiracy. Let's start with the basics. The word of the day is shrinkflation. It sounds like a bad medical condition, and honestly it kind of is. It's a disease eating your wallet. Here is how the game works. Let's say I'm a big greedy CEO. Let's call me Mr. Burns. I sell you a chocolate bar for $1, but suddenly cocoa gets expensive. Shipping gets expensive. My private jet fuel gets expensive. I could raise the price to $1.20, but I know you. You have a price point in your head. You see $1, you buy. You see $1.20, you get angry and buy an apple instead. I don't want you buying apples. So I do a magic trick. I keep the price at $1, but I make the chocolate bar lighter, just a little bit. Maybe I shave off 10 grams. Maybe I make the corners rounder. Maybe I make the gap between the chocolate squares a little wider. It feels the same. It costs the same. But mathematically, the price per ounce just skyrocketed. Take a look at your toilet paper. Seriously, go look. The cardboard tubes are getting wider, and the sheets are getting narrower. Getting less. Square footage for your money. Or cereal boxes. They look the same size on the shelf, right? Facing forward. But turn them sideways. They're getting thinner. On Ozempic. The box is a billboard to trick your brain, but the bag inside is an insult to your intelligence. And the best part? The excuses. Oh, I love the excuses. They'll put a label on the package saying, "New greener packaging, saving the planet." Yeah, right. You're not saving the rainforest. You're saving your profit margin. By giving me less product. Or my favorite, we made the portions smaller to help you control your calorie intake. Thank you, corporate daddy. You care about my diet. They're putting your groceries on a diet so their stock price can get fat. Part 2. The quality nosedive. But wait, it gets worse. Because eventually, there is a limit. You can't shrink a bar of soap until it disappears, right? So, when they can't shrink the product anymore, they start shrinking the ugly sister of shrinkflation. We call it skimpflation, from the word skimp, to be cheap, to cut corners. Have you noticed that things just don't taste as good as they used to? Your favorite cookies taste a little more like wax and a little less like chocolate? That's not nostalgia talking. That's chemistry. Manufacturers are quietly swapping out expensive real butter, ingredients for cheap. Too expensive. Garbage. Let's use palm oil. Real sugar? Nah. High fructose corn syrup. Real vanilla? Cheaper. Let's use artificial flavoring type B. They reformulate the recipe. They do focus groups to find the exact point where the product just tastes passable enough that you won't throw it in the trash. Enough to save them millions. And it's not just food. It's services. Remember when you stayed at a hotel and they cleaned your room every day? And there's a little card on the bed. For the environment, we will only clean your room when you leave. Translation. We fired half our housekeeping staff to save money. So sleep in your own filth. Part 3. Planned obsolescence. Now let's move away from the fridge and look at the gadget in your hand. Your phone. Your laptop. Your washing machine. Have you ever noticed that your grandfather's fridge is from 1980 in a garage somewhere, keeping beers cold during a nuclear apocalypse? But your brand new $2,000 Smart fridge with a dies after 3 years. This is called planned obsolescence. It is the art of designing things to break. In the 1920s, a group of light bulb manufacturers made light bulbs that lasted forever. They would go out of business. So they formed a cartel, the Phoebus Cartel, and agreed to lower the lifespan of bulbs to $1,000. They literally engineered them to fail, so you would have to buy more. Today, Silicon Valley has perfected this. They glue the batteries inside your phone, so you can't replace them. They use cheap plastic gears inside your expensive washing machine. And let's talk about software updates. You know the feeling. Your phone is working fine. You click update. Suddenly it's slower than a turtle in peanut butter. The battery drains in an hour. Why? Because the iPhone 16 just came out. And you, my friend, are holding an iPhone 13. It's time for you to pay the Apple tax again. They're not selling you a product anymore. They're renting you a temporary experience that expires exactly after the warranty ends. Part 4. The Shrinking American Dream. Let's talk about the biggest purchase of your life, your home. If you think the grocery store is bad, the housing market is a horror movie. Welcome to the era of the micro apartment. Developers have realized that they can't charge you more money for a normal apartment because nobody has any money left. They apply shrinkflation to your living room. In the 1970s, the average home was huge. Now, we are seeing luxury studios that are 20 square meters. That is not an apartment. That is a walk-in closet. With a toilet in the corner. They call it co-living or efficient urban living. I call it living in a shoebox. And look at the build quality. New houses today are made of cardboard, spit, and hope. The walls are so thin, you can hear your neighbor thinking. The materials are cheap. But the price? The price is historic. You're paying $500,000 to live in a drywall box that will fall apart before you finish paying off the 30-year mortgage. Part 5. The Subscription Trap. And here's the final nail in the coffin. The corporations realize that selling you they want to sell it to you every single month forever. Welcome to the subscription economy. You used to buy Microsoft Word for $100, and you owned it for 10 years. $10 a month? Forever. If you stop paying, you can't open your own resume. You used to buy movies on DVD. Now you pay Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, Amazon Prime. You pay $50 a month, and you own 0 movies. If they delete the movie from the server, it's gone. Poof. Car companies are doing it now. BMW tried to charge people a monthly subscription to use the heated seats in their own car. The heater is physically there, but you have to pay a monthly ransom to turn it on. This is the future they want. You will own nothing, and you will be happy. Well, I don't know about happy, but you will definitely be broke. Part 6. Greedflation. Now I can hear the economists in the comments typing furiously. Supply chains, the war, the pandemic, energy prices. We know costs went up. We get it. But here's the dirty little secret. They don't want you to know. If inflation is, say, 5%, why did the price of diapers go up 20%? If the cost of grain went up a little bit, why did the price of bread double? Welcome to greedflation. Corporations found the perfect cover. The news is screaming inflation is coming all day long. So the CEOs everyone sat down and said, hey, let's raise our prices to go but up. Let's raise them more than we need to. Nobody will notice. They'll just blame the economy. It's the perfect crime, and the proof is in the pudding. Look at the earnings reports. If companies were really struggling with high costs, their profits would be flat, they would be barely surviving. But they aren't. Major corporations in food, energy, and retail for the last 3 years have been posting record-breaking profits. Think about that. You're struggling to buy eggs. They're buying their 3rd yacht. This isn't a cost of living crisis. It's a profit margin party, and you are the piñata. It is a massive transfer of wealth from your bank account. They are betting that you are shareholders, too busy and too distracted by TikTok. Part 7. Survival Guide. All right, wipe those tears away. I didn't bring you here just to make you depressed. I'm a problem solver. We're in a financial jungle, and right now, you look like prey. Let's give you some teeth. How do you survive the great ripoff? Here is Jacob's Guide to Financial Warfare. Rule number 1, unit price is king. Stop looking at the big price tag. That number is a lie. Look at the tiny print on the shelf label. The price per ounce. Sometimes the family size is actually more expensive per ounce. Be a nerd. Nerds keep their money. Rule number 2, repair, don't replace. If your phone battery dies, find a sketchy guy in a mall kiosk. Don't buy a new $1,000 phone. Fight the planned obsolescence. Keep that old Toyota running until the wheels fall off. The most eco-friendly product is the one you already own. Rule number 3, audit your subscriptions. Right now, go check your bank statement. You're probably paying for a gym you don't go to, a streaming service app you forgot you downloaded. Cancel them. Be ruthless. If you don't use it every week, kill it. Rule number 4, kill your brand loyalty. Listen to me. Pepsi does not love you. Kellogg's is not your friend. Brand loyalty is a tax on stupid people. In many cases, the store brand is made in the exact same paying factory. For the logo. The logo doesn't taste like anything. Outro. Look, the world has changed. The era of cheap, abundant stuff is over. We are entering the era of less for more. You have 2 choices. You can be a sleepwalker swiping your card, getting fleeced, and wondering why you're broke. Or you can wake up. You can be vigilant. You can check the weights. You can read the ingredients. You can repair your own stuff. You can be the nightmare customer that marketing departments are afraid of. Be the wolf, not the sheep. That's it for today. Next time, we're going to talk about passive income and why 99% of the people selling you rent their Lamborghinis by the hour scam artists. Hit the like button if you want to. Help the algorithm fight the matrix. Subscribe if you want to keep your money. Stay sharp. Jacob out.